Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. The first seasons in Sweden. Magandang araw Pilipinas, mabuhay. And to this vlog, I am going to show you the 21 best places I've been visit in Sweden, year 2020 and beyond. Number 1. The Portress Park. The Portress Park is well visible on its cliff. In the old borderland between Sweden and Norway is the defense facility Buhus Fortress, the King River, which is a symbol and landmark. Around the 14th century, Fortress was formerly the town of New King River, which is in Swedish word Ny Kungälv. On the remains of the Fortress city is today the Fortress Park. Fortress Islet, or which in Swedish word Piscim, is the King River, which in Swedish word Kungälvs. The resident celebrations Piscim here, among other things, Valkenberg Night and National Day are celebrated. From Fortress Islet, you can walk onto the beach along the river and experiencing more of King's River parks. Number 2. Joloholm's Castle. Joloholm's Castle, which is located in the municipality of Kungsbacka, about 40 kilometers south of Gothenburg, is said to be one of the Sweden's most remarkable buildings. The farm is the Nordic region foremost arts and crafts facility located on a vast peninsula. The lavish castle was built by the Swedish-British family Dixon and designed by architect Lars Israel Wallman. The castle was completed in 1904, and the well-preserved interior offers world-unique interiors from the Liberty department store in London. Here is an abundance of British comfort and, for its time, state-of-the-art amenities such as flushing showers, and one of the Sweden's very first vacuum cleaners with a weight of 1 ton. The extensive castle garden faces the sea, and the estate has miles of walking paths among oak forests and along beach meadows. The castle garden, the castle park, and the nature reserve are accessible to visitors throughout the year. The estate also consists of a castle church in Scottish style and an idyllic rural village. Today, the village of local people or Almogiven, and the castle's gatehouse is a cultural historical experience hotel with the opportunity to stay on the estate for a night, long weekend, or a week. The National Romantic Grand Cottage from 1904 offers food and coffee service. Homemade food based on Highland ingredients from local producers is served here. Number 3. Skriabits Falkenberg. Skriabits is a building in Falkenberg's district, Skria Forest, and the municipality of Falkenberg, and about 2 kilometers long swimming beach with high downs. Before 2015, Statistics Sweden delimited a small town with its name and an urban area with the name Skrianis. and 2015, both of this area in the urban of Falkenberg are amounted to. Number 4. St. Laurentius Church, Falkenberg. St. Laurenti Church is a Falkenberg's oldest building and has an exciting history into our own time. It is a very popular church for baptisms and weddings. The oldest parts of the church are from the 14th century, and the thick walls indicate that it could be used as a defense castle against the enemy. During the war years in the 16th century, the church was borne down but rebuilt. The tower was built in the 18th century. When the new church was built in 1892, St. Laurenti, which had been the main church for over 500 years, was abandoned. The church was then used as a gymnasium, tennis court, wrestling hall, and cinema. After extensive restorations in the 1920s, it was dedicated as a church. Then beautiful murals from the 16th century and ceiling paintings from the 18th century were discovered. Number 5. Tallbourne Bridge. The bridge crosses Ettrand and has been a building monument since 1984. It was repaired and restored in 1927 and 1994. The bridge is still used for traffic and passes an average of 3,800 vehicles per day. The name of the bridge comes from the fact that until 1914, you had to pay customs to get over the bridge into the city. The ruin after the castle Falchenberg is located on the east side of the bridge. Number 6. Falkenberg and Windmill. Falkenberg is rarely crowded. It is the perfect place for an evening swim, given that it is only a short bicycle ride from town. It is also a great picnic spot where you could spend the whole day. Falkenberg is not as long as many of Falkenberg's other beaches, but it is quiet and peaceful. The view from the beach is dominated by the powerful wind turbines at the harbor entrance. There are valuable nets on the beach, restrooms, and good parking. Number 7. Kooping. Kooping is a city in southern Sweden with 93,797 inhabitants in the year 2015. Kooping is situated at the southern end of Sweden's second largest lake, Vättern, in the province of Småland. The city is a seat of Kooping municipality, which has a population of 141,080 kronor in the year 2019 and is Småland's most populous municipality. Kooping is also the seat of Kooping County, which has a population of 363,599 in the year 2019. Kooping is a seat of a district court and a court of appeal, as well as the Swedish National Court's administration. It is the seat of the Swedish Board of Agriculture. The Swedish Board of Agriculture is Sweden's expert authority in the areas agriculture, fishery, and rural areas. Their mission is to produce food in a sustainable and profitable way in Sweden. They also contribute good animal welfare throughout country and live in rural areas in all parts of Sweden. Number 8. Gotthard Lake in Asinhoga. Gotthard Lake is a lake in Ginoho municipality of Småland, part of Nisans Place. The lake is 11.5 meters deep, has an area of 0.497 square kilometers, and is located 198.2 meters above sea level. Everyone can do fishing when you buy the fishing card by the authority, and you can catch fish like perch, pike, and more. Gotthard Lake is a natural rainforest water collection of rainfall over a natural drainage area. Every summer, many visitors and local people came in this amazing lake to swim and do picnic together with family, friends, and loved ones. Number 9. Kvarnin Pensionat Bed and Breakfast, or the Old Windmill in Olafsbo Village. The relaxing guest house in a restored 19th century mill surrounded by fields, a 10-minute walk from the nearest beach on the Kattegat. The guest house is 9 km from Olympia Photo Museum and 10 km from Falkenberg Station. Cozy rooms and cottages, some with decorative wallpaper or wood paneling. All rooms have a free Wi-Fi and a private bathroom. Rooms in a mill have a kitchenette and a private sauna. Breakfast is served in a pleasant dining room with library, bar, and fireplace. There is also a green courtyard and a meeting event facilities. Number 10. Glomens Harbor. Glomens arises or well known during the 19th century and has grown up as a fishing village. In recent decades, the town has grown and developed into a suburb of Falkenberg. There is still an active fishing port and marina where the fishing boats trawls for crayfish. During the summer, the community do attraction to the tourists by doing Glomens Crayfish Festival and to arrange with dancing on the quay to famous orchestras. A large serving tent with crayfish and drinks, pub market, funfair, and crayfish race were to the best of your ability and for the young and old. Glomens' longest sandwich is called Norsan, a perfect beach for those who want to avoid being crowded, and for those who come by a boat. There is a cozy little marina with all facilities. The restaurant is located right on the grass edge from Norsaan, and more of Stoney with a proud lighthouse. There is an incredibly beautiful nature reserve which is the bird watchers and nature lovers paradise. Number 11. Falkenberg self-picking strawberries in Lomas. In 1993, the farmer in Lomas had started to plant strawberries as a self-picking. They were started on a small scale and gradually they increased the cultivation each year. Now they have reduced it a bit again, so it is big enough for all to pick. During the season, they are open when they are ripe berries to pick. Some days they have to keep it closed so that new ones can mature or ripe. They give an update on their website every day about availability, so feel free to call them before you drive there if you have a long way to go. They have 3 kinds of strawberries: the Corona, the Folke, and the Sonata. So we are inviting you guys to come here and picking strawberries, and don't forget to bring your own box or plastic box or something so you can put it inside the box so you can bring it home. Number 12, Hangard Camping and Resort. There are activities to do for children and adults of all ages in the area. They have playgrounds, soccer field, outdoor gym, music quiz, entertainment, adventure golf, and more. For younger guests, there is also a kids club and several jumping fellows. Below show activities outside the area, and you can choose if you just want to see a particular category. Number 13, Lysburg. Lysburg is an amusement park located in the district hidden in Gothenburg. The park is run as a limited company owned by the municipality of Gothenburg. It was inaugurated before the anniversary exhibition in Gothenburg on May 8, 1923. The summer seasons run from the end of April to mid-summer October. Halloween at Lysburg from the end of October to the beginning of November, and Christmas at Lysburg from midsummer November until Christmas. Lysburg was Sweden's most popular destination in 2010 and in previous annual surveys. Lysburg main entrance with 2 towers was built in 1939 but was rebuilt from the ground up in 1980 due to settlements. Between 1929 and 1938, it was just a tower. Before 1929, there were only gatehouses. The name Lysburg comes from the merchant Johan Anders Lamberg, who owned the property where the amusement park is now located. His wife's name was Elizabeth Soderby, but he called her Lisa. Around 1753, he named the land Lisa Mountain, which eventually became Lysburg. The ridge along the western side of the area is called Jätteberg, 38 meters at its highest. That is why the middle between the mountain and south road is called Jätteberg. Number 14, Tallbourne Bridge, Falkenberg. Across Atran, Sweden's most beautiful stone bridge towers and stands there safely, regardless of water level and swirling currents. Take a walk on Falkenberg's most famous building. According to the history, the stone bridge began to develop in 1756 and was completed years later. Previously, there had only been a simple wooden bridge at Garva Rifarsen. It was often destroyed by ice and spring rivers and was in the very poor condition in the mid-18th century. Governor Hamilhelm then received permission and funds from the king to build a new stone bridge. The architect's name was Carl Horliman, and under his date Carl Kronstedts completed the drawings. Master mason Friedrich August Rix from Gothenburg was hired for the construction. Until 1914, tolls had to be paid to cross the bridge, hence the name Custom Bridge. The bridge toll was leased out, and the proceeds went to the ruins maintenance and the tenants' subsistence. In the 1940s, there were plans to widen the bridge to cope with increasing traffic. This did not happen. However, and the custom ridge has been declared a building monument since 1984. Number 15. Halmstad Stortorget, which is English word Halmstad Circle Fountain. If I am wrong, please, you can correct me to write it down on the comment section. So, at the square is St. Nikolai Church from the 14th century, which after the fire in 1619 is the city's only preserved medieval building. In 1754, the city hospital was established in the half-timbered house from the 18th century. The hospital was there after it was bought in 1836 by Anders Julius Appelhof between 1800 until 1851, who founded the Appelhof Brewery the same year and had offices and warehouses in the building and set up a bar there. Today, there is Wardhuset Treehjärtan, or in English word Three Hearts, whose name comes from the city's coat of arms with three crowned hearts, which has been known since 1603. The brewery was manufactured in an adjacent property at Hospitalsgatan, or Hospital Street in English word. Number 16. Olafsbo Small Harbor. We are lucky to have a port in Olafsbo in such a beautiful environment that many choose to spend time here during their holidays and free time. It is not only people with boats who are attracted to the port area. In addition to just looking at the view of the sea and boats going in and out, it is also popular to grill, fish for crabs, and fish from our two stone fires. It is our association that continuously works to maintain and develop the port area with its jetties, benches, and green areas. It is the board's clear goal to continue to develop the port area into an even more pleasant area where both children and adults can socialize in a pleasant and safe way. Number 17. Gothenburg City. Gothenburg City is an urban area in Holland, Gothenburg. Gothenburg is Sweden's second largest urban area after Stockholm and the Nordic region's fifth largest city. Inhabitants in the urban area and 1,600,000 inhabitants in 2021. In Greater Gothenburg, the community is located on the west coast at the mouth of the Gotha River. The city of Gothenburg was founded on the initiative of Kings Gustav II Adolf and received its city privileges in 1621. Due to its city planning, Gothenburg was called by the Dutch for many years the New Amsterdam. In the 19th century, Gothenburg was largely industrialized by British immigrants, and during this time, Gothenburg was nicknamed Little London, as the city is still called today. Number 18. Ocean Bus Yachty Boy. See Gothenburg's from land and water in one and the same time vehicle on amphibious bus. Experience the rare opportunity to follow in Poseidon's footsteps, literally. After a trip on land past Gothenburg sites, it carries off straight into the blue at Cliff Fun, which in English word the cliff, for an excursion under the Elsboy, which in English words Reverse Castle. you can see the beautiful bridge around the city square. And here we go.
With a splash! Now we're no longer sitting in a bus, now you are on a ship. Welcome out to sea. Alla ni som har barn som sitter längst ut på höger sida i bussen, byt gärna plats med dem om ni sitter bredvid dem. Så det blir lite tyngre på den här sidan så vi inte ligger och lutar. Tack så mycket. Rakt föröver det här nu så har vi något som jag på engelska brukar kalla för Elevator Nobody. Vad menar jag med det? Hisingen! Hisingen rakt föröver, Sveriges 5:e största ö. Det var här vi började bygga på Göteborg år 1603. Sen kom danskarna och brände ner allting i stora Kalmarkriget 1611. Efter det så var det vår kungs son. Kungen, jag pratar om var Karl IX. Hans son Gustav II Adolf började bygga på Göteborg här igen år 1621. Vilket är exakt 400 år sedan. Vi har 400-årsjubileum här nu i Göteborg, det har vi firat minsann. This island straight ahead here now is called Piscim, the 5th largest island in Sweden. We started building Gothenburg here in 1603, then it was burnt down by the Danish and then rebuilt again in 1621, which is exactly 400 years ago. It's our 400th anniversary this year. Vi ligger här nu på Göta älv och skvalpar. Göta älv som börjar hemma hos mig, vid Karlstad, vid Vänern. Sveriges största sjö. Göta älv är 94 km lång som minnar ut i Kattegatt. On the right hand side here now we can see a large red crane. This is the only crane of its kind in Sweden. 70 meters high. This is the Ericksburg buck crane. Det här är Eriksbergs bockkran. This was built in the late 60s. And they actually want to make a restaurant inside the crane where it says Eriksberg. That beam is 8 meters high and hollow. In the summer of 1993 this was a bungee jumping platform. Om ni undrar vad byggställningen är till för, kan jag säga att de har målat om hela kranen här nu för 60 miljoner kronor. Jag hade gjort det för hälften. Nu kör vi upp längs med ett område som heter Färjenäs. Väldigt vackert namn, Färjenäs. Det heter så för att mellan 1600- och 1900-talet så var enda sättet att ta sig till Hisingen på en båt. För det är ju en ö. I alla fall fram till 1966 när den här bron var färdig. När den här bron stod färdig då tog man alla båtarna ur tjänst. Man behöll bryggorna. Och de är fortfarande här men de är under vattenlitan nu längs med hela kustremsan på höger sida. Så längs med hela kusten här kommer ni se pinnar och stockar som sticker upp ur vattnet. Det är gamla bryggfundament från den tiden när det här var en färgdockningsstation, vilket inte är längre. Därav namnet Färjenäs. The bridge straight ahead is called the Älvsborg Bridge. Älvsborgsbron, eller som jag kallar det för, Golden Glen. 900 meters long. It was the longest bridge in Sweden when it was built. Now it's in 23rd place. Det här var så Sveriges längsta bro när den byggdes. 900 meter lång år 1966. Idag är den på 23 plats. Efter broar som Öresundsbron och Ölandsbron. Ström är hans favoritgata. Han har varit inne på nätterna och skrivit musik. But not everybody wants this place to be as red as it is today. There's a very famous billionaire from Norway. His name is Petter Stordalen. Famous for building luxury hotels. And he is building a luxury hotel. Behind us here now on the left hand side, this is going to be the highest hotel in Gothenburg. 33 floors high. 33 våningar högt kommer det här bli alltså nu. Våra kära Petter Stordalen och Balder bygger.
Number 19. Olafsbo Beach In the year 1500 and the present, Olafsbo village is located just north of Falkenberg. The village Olafsbo is of all times. It can be traced back to the 17th century, but then with a slightly different spelling of the name. The name Olafsbo probably comes from the male name Olaf and from Bode's Quack. In 1569, it was written Olafsbo. In 1646, Olafsbo, and in 1756, Olafsbo. Old maps show that the range where the Palmer Europe-Big 6 went through the village is an old coastline with now overgrown sand dunes on its eastern side. The sea then probably went up over the lands that later became the site of Olafsbo village. To the east was Ramsjön, which may then have been a bay by the sea. Number 20. Falkenberg Windmill. You can enjoy to stop by and look the beautiful Falkenberg's windmill that's standing neatly in a row. This is the most beautiful windmill in Falkenbergs with wonderful view. You can come here and visit anytime. Number 21. Balorna in Gothenburg. Caravan clubs camping Balorna a Smaland Lake gym that you will find south of Gothenburg by Lake Harin. This place is very convenient to come for everyone and most especially for children, and have a wonderful nature with great opportunities for both mushrooms and berry picking. In Lake Harin, you have the opportunity to catch fish like pike and perch. Boats are available for rent. For those who play golf, it is about 15 km to Lana and about 13 km to Ericksburg from the campsite. During the winter, we already have only 15 km to ski resort with a lift and only 5 km to ski trails with electric lights. You can come here to visit in all seasons round. And that's all for today, guys. I hope you enjoy watching. Keep safe always, and God bless us all. If you want to see and to know more places in Sweden for your future destinations, please don't forget to subscribe to get notified every time I upload a new video. Bye for now, and I will see you again next time. But before I forget, my name is Emilyn Steen, and this is my nature in Sweden. Thank you so much for watching.